and I grabbed these stones. But I want you to know that the stones were much larger than this, and they were in the middle of the Jordan. And I want to talk to you a little bit about the background of Joshua. Joshua was chosen by the Lord to be the next leader after Moses. And we know the people of Israel respected Moses. By the time Moses had died, they believed when Moses said something, they trusted him and they followed him. And the Lord picked Joshua. He said that he was full of the spirit of wisdom. And he was courageously obedient. That's the way I felt about it. And if you were to look back, even to the very end of Deuteronomy, and it talks about when Joshua was chosen. Let me see where I want to go there. Dominion. And that made me excited. I don't know about y'all, but I got excited about that. And he had already, see, there was a lot of history here. We can't go through the whole history lesson. But Joshua had sent spies over into this land already to kind of scope things out. And those of us who know of the scriptures, you know about Rahab the harlot. And those of you who don't, this is where you go, first few chapters of Joshua. But the harlot had hidden the spies because the king was pursuing the spies. So then the spies came back and told Joshua everything that happened. And then the Lord told Joshua, within 3 days, you're going to cross through this Jordan. Now, the Jordan wasn't a creek. Do you know what the Jordan was? A river. And I don't know if you've ever seen a river. But you're not getting ready to look at it and figure in 3 days you're getting ready to walk through it. It's going to take longer naturally for anything to happen to a body of water like the Jordan River that you will be able to walk through it. But the Lord told him within 3 days, because he had already promised him victory in Jericho, and in order for him to get to Jericho, he had to go through this river Jordan. There are some things that God has promised you. That the only way you're going to get it is to go through something that don't make no sense. You don't see any kind of way, logically, I can get over to what God has promised me. But if God promised you, I don't care what's in the way. I don't care. What is a river to God? Nothing. And this is why he told him, and look, God's so awesome. He said, go through the river. Then he told him, go back and get some rocks. He basically said, all right, we got time. We'll hold this water out till you get what you need to build a memorial. Look how good God is. And when he said, your children don't ask, then why you got these stones? What's this memorial of these stones for? You can tell them what these stones represent. Now let's look at it. It says, God promised to magnify Joshua for his obedience in Joshua 3:7. And I want to go back and look at that. It says, and the Lord said unto